Hello everybody, welcome to Bales Hay Farm and Ranch. You know the drill. Thumbs up and share, please. We need growth. Got some cool stuff today. Well, like a little bit. But before we do that, I've got to thank my sponsors because they are awesome. Forney and Fluidall. Forney, awesome tools and stuff for inside the shop, welding, grinding, safety, all of it. So I'm super sweaty. And then Fluidall, more awesome stuff for the shop. Love their products. Super handy. We use them. We use it all weekly, especially now that we own these semis. We're making hay. Everybody loves tractors, right? Finally doing a little bit of dirt work. With the Fendt 936. Chewy's driving. Hola, Chewy. Lasered with this tractor. We've not done any tillage with it. Now, the question is, should we buy a tractor? Can you afford a tractor? Did you need the tractor? Yada yada yada. We bought this tractor. We didn't get rid of our 9430 articulating gear. Good thing we didn't. Went to do this disking today. We're like, we don't want to run our brand new tractor. We don't want to put hours on our brand new tractor to disc. So we hooked up to the older tractor. D-rate, wouldn't run. Well, we've got this window between rainstorms. We got to go, so we hooked up to the Fendt. Now we're disking. ¿Te gusta este mañana?
Sí.
See? He likes it. He said mucho, which means a lot. Running 1300 RPMs. This is a heavy disc, which is it's that Case IH. I forget the number on it, 7 something. I think, I don't know, but it's probably every decent sized farm in the United States probably has one of those. They pull heavy, which for a reason they do a lot of work. I'm watching. It's leaving quite a deep drag mark, which makes me think he went that way last time. I wonder if it's pulling, maybe pulling a little to the left. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on things. I hate this little field. It's only 30 acres and it's a triangle, and so it gets smaller as you go that way. Your runs get shorter and shorter and shorter, which I always thought it'd be better to irrigate long ways, but it's kind of, it wouldn't work. Then it would be like it's shaped more like a piece of pizza, a slice of pizza. The sides aren't all the same. Two sides are really long. See how it's pulling right there? I'll have to go back and look at the drone footage to see if it looks like it's pulling evenly. I guess that's all right. He's moving pretty quick too, so it's just throwing it that far. Looking at that. The ditch right there that those outer discs make, but I think it's just he's moving pretty quick. Yeah, we're going 6 miles an hour, so. But it's nice, this dirt's got a little moisture in it. It's not super dusty. This was a sedan field. Followed it up behind some rye alfalfa mix. It's hot and humid, you guys. I would stick around and throw some cameras up, but I also have stuff to do. Got some other bad news as well about today. We're gonna jump out. Okay, gracias, señor. Adios.
Yeah.
$7.70, that's what it is. I knew it started with a 7. I love what this Sudan does for the soil. And it's crazy. We'll even grow this up taller. You remember last year, we grew some up that was like 7 foot tall. I was walking through it, and you disc it up and it just turns into the soil so nicely. Doesn't leave any trash. That's what's I don't like about cotton or corn. It leaves a lot of trash behind. Not Sudan grass. Well, the bad news, let me get in the pickup and I'll tell you the bad news. Ugh, it's so hot and humid. So the guy I hired to manage the sale barn, turned out he was making deals with customers selling hay on the side, so I had to let him go. So my life has gotten a lot busier. That's all you got to think about. People drive out and they say, I want, 10 bales of the $20 hay. They're telling them, well, we'll give you $10, we'll put 20 in there and we'll mark it at 15 and we'll mark your ticket like you got 15 if you give us 50 bucks. And so they were even saying, oh, just pay us and then just leave. Don't even go into the office. So we've thought about people going to the office and getting their ticket first. The same thing could happen. It'd probably even be even worse. Hey, they drive out there. Oh, I bought 10 of the $15 hay or 10 of the 20. Oh, all right, cool. We'll just put 20 in there. Then they don't have to go and stop at the office. So there's really, I don't know. I need to find a good inventorying system and a good point of sale system, like where they've got an iPad out there and they do all that stuff, and then they print out a ticket. And that sends that ticket. But most importantly, I need a good inventory of that barn, like a weekly inventory, so it's constantly that they can, if the office could tell, like, wait a minute, you've oversold of your cheap hay. Where did that cheap hay come from? And then they've got to come up with an answer to that, and that would make it to where it'd be a lot harder to just sell willy-nilly. They'd have to and these white paper reflecting in my face, it'd be a lot harder to just send stuff out because there's an inventory they're sticking to. But anyway, so now I've got to be in here and really keep this barn stocked, keep the different qualities, different products in here, and clean it. Like I like to keep one row. So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bays, two rows per bay, so 20 rows. Each row holds 12 stacks. So I'm trying to, my goal is to keep different products and then different qualities of each product is there. But once I start a row, I want the whole row to be the same. So as they're selling through it, they don't come across different things and it doesn't get confusing. So if you've got 3 stacks of $15 hay, and then it changes to $18 hay, then it changes to some really nice $20 hay. I don't want them to be selling the $20 hay, then all of a sudden they get to the 18, but nobody knows it's 18. Then all of a sudden the $18 hay is getting sold at 20, and then you get to the 15, and then customers start complaining, hey, this expensive hay is not very nice. And so that's why I like one row to be the same, and ultimately that would lead to better inventorying as well. When you know there's 12 stacks in a row, you can count the stacks, and then count how many bales, and just know that's all the same product. We've had a week full of rain. I say full of rain, just spots here and there. So what I do is trying to keep guys busy, but with that rain over here where the barns are, we get tracks from the semis driving through. So I've got Gonzalo pulling these tires. I've got these big dump truck tires. They're pretty big. I don't know if I could flip one over. I've got him pulling them everywhere here. I told him, hey, just go over this place 2 or 3 times. Let's get these ruts, these tire ruts worked out. So he's already gone this part. Because for that squeeze, one bad rut could mean hand stacking 60 bales. Especially, you get pretty good as a squeeze driver, kind of memorizing and knowing where your bumps are and your holes are. But when we're slow, I really try to keep these guys up on the yard. Man, a guy called with some asphalt millings, but $260 a truck. Ugh. I got like 400,000. It could be like $65,000 to do this whole place, and I was just like, man, I can't. Right now, things are too tight. I'm trying to get a third squeeze. Had a third squeeze lined up, and now the guy's gone silent, and I heard he's got it posted online after we had an agreement. Now he's got it marked up $20,000 from what we $30,000 more than what we agreed to. So I'm just gonna order a brand new one. He's got it's a 2019, $230,000. Well, a brand new one's $240, so no brainer, right? Unfortunately, a brand new one is 2 years out. So I'd like to find, I'm looking at another used one. Maybe get it instead. And then I'm kind of thinking about, well, then I'd keep it. Then when the new one got here in 2 years, I would sell my oldest one. And then I'd eventually have 3 much newer squeezes. That's the thought anyways, the plan. Unfortunately, each purchase is over $200,000. Ugh. Oh my gosh, that makes my stomach turn. That's the price of a decent house in some parts of the country. Not in Buckeye anymore. It used to be. Not anymore. All right, so doing some tractor work. I'm gonna jump the squeeze and start pulling these lines out. What I kind of do is I'll walk through this barn, the barn where we sell the hay by the bale, and I'll find the rows that aren't complete, and I will either pull them all the way out, or I'll start pulling similar product and putting it in the short lines. But this barn number 2 over here kind of turns into the I don't know what to do with barn. So when they get a little bit of hay, they don't know what to do with the hay. They shove it over in this barn, and then it just sits here, and it doesn't get sold. It doesn't move. It just takes up space, and ultimately costs money. If a product's not moving and it's not exactly, it's being stored, but it's not storage. I just keep this barn open for emergencies if there's a storm coming. Well, they've just got it filled full of stuff. As you can see, some of this is ryegrass, which my row over at that barn on ryegrass is pretty low. So here's where the rye starts. Right there, so I need to get this taken over there. Unfortunately, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks. I think those 6 are mix, 5 mix and 1 alfalfa in the way. So I need to move those out of the way to get to my ryegrass to take it over there. But this mix, there might be room for it in the barn where we sell it by the bale as well. So that's my goal today. Get things cleaned up. I've kind of decided is I'm gonna, every Monday or Tuesday, just depending, I'm going to just devote my morning to that barn. I've really been thinking about, because we're open Monday through Saturday, about being closed half day Monday. I always say I can get the most work done fast and efficiently on Sundays when no one's here, no customers are here, no one's coming in. I can get a lot of stuff done. I want to go home on Sundays. I miss my wife. I get so sad during the week. So I love my wife and kids. They're so much fun. Oh man, and Hank, he is just, I mean, if you've had or whatever 3-year-old, 3-year-olds are just wild. They might as well be like monkeys, like wild apes. He's just all over the place, up and down, climbing on me, over me, under me, like just a wild person. But I love it, right? I don't want to. I want a little boy that's just a wild little maniac, which is good. Except this morning he pooped his pants without a diaper on, which we've been potty training, so that was not good. Nicole was pretty upset at him, but she's gotten a habit where she asks him, "Are you happy? Are you happy?" And so now he asks us, "Are you happy?" And like today when he pooped his pants this morning, she tells him, "No, I'm not happy." Or he says, so he'll say, "Are you happy? Are you mad? Are you upset?" But which 90% of the time we're happy, right? But anyways, all that to say, I would like to be closed half day Monday or all day Monday so I can get a just uninterrupted day of just filling that barn and cleaning up. We usually start hauling hay around noon, 10 a.m. to noon, and so I could have my drivers in here. They could go to the barns. They could help me bring hay to the new barn. Leonard would be here loading trucks. I would be unloading them and just putting them away. So if every Monday I could fill that barn up with uninterrupted customers, that would help a lot, because we don't need to be working on Sundays. I'll try to take the camera with me, but man, it's so hot out there. I really don't know where I'm going to put it. So I'm just describing all that to you. Might be all you see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's hot. I'm sweating. It's only 99. It's noon. It's already noon? When did it get noon? I haven't even been in the office yet today. Ugh.